So this year we had plenty of female flowers on our hazelnut tree, but possums came along and ate off the branch that had the only male flowers. It was a particularly poor year for male flowers, but we still got some nuts. I'm just checking out because I have a feeling that these nuts are probably empty. So I'm going to just check them out, see what's inside. I don't mind being nicely surprised by having actual kernels in there, but I'm fairly sure one empty shell. That sounds solid, doesn't it? It's a close ending crack. Two empty shells. And a third shell that I'm dropping. Let's have a look at this. Feels light, feels empty. It looks great, it's a nice size, look at the size of that. Sounds hollow, sounds empty. Empty as. There you go. So I need to do something about these possums. I'm going to go and do a quick look around the garden and work out what I can do. These are the apricot trees here. Normally this time of year they're covered in fruit. But what happened this year is from about this level here right up to the top of the tree, which is up here. As you can see, it goes up there near the roof and along this grapevine. All the buds, well, not all the leaf buds and all flower buds, and it's actually grown back from that, grown back all its leaves, but obviously not its flowers. And no flowers means no fruit, and in fact down here you can see 3 or 4 fruit, 1, 2, 3, over there, and that's it for the year. I've had 1 or 2 already, plus somebody that comes past and picks them. Now, part of the problem is probably that. The possums come down off the roof here and into the trees and eat them all off. I don't know why I didn't eat the bottom bits, but that was fine, it kept the trees alive for me, which is good. They also ate all the buds off this grapevine, which by this time last year had grown right up there and was absolutely full of grapes. And 2 years ago we got over 20 kilos of grapes from this one vine. And this year, at the moment, well, we had a bunch and the bunch has disappeared. That's about it from this vine for the year, because of the possums. Now they come down the trees up there, they come down this grapevine and its frame, and they come down this nectarine tree here. And of course that's come down, what? Come down from the roof onto the tree here and eat the nectarines. Now we've still got 2 there, but I've already pulled off all the dead ones, so I can prune most of the stuff down the pathway back so that's not connecting to the roof, but I can't do that with this one because this, it gets curly leaf, and where it gets curly leaf is the branches that aren't covered by the roof. So either this tree has to come out, or I have to work out a different way to prune it. Now this is the hazelnut that only had the small cluster of nuts on it. Got 2 more here, which are probably also empty. 1 more there, probably also empty. Another one there, and there's probably all empty shells because the male flowers, which were up the top, and I'll show you the top of it around here, So that up there, as you can see, we've got the electricity coming into the house, and they come along there and they ate the branches that were getting in their way from getting along to the roof. Now I've got to keep it pruned back from the wires anyway, so I'm just going to prune it back a little bit more to keep it away from the possums. Now, before we had work start nearby on the railway line, we had this grapevine here and that apricot tree there next to this fence. And the possums would run along this fence and they would get to these two and they would eat from them, and as you can see, they've eaten the tops of some of these branches here. So this is what the possums would come and eat. This grapevine, that apricot tree, and mostly they left everything else alone. Since the work on the railway line started just over a year ago now, we've had a lot more possum pressure, so these haven't done the job and they've gone through and stolen whatever they wanted. Now we've got this bit here in the middle as well. It's an absolute possum highway, because if we go away for 2 days, we leave this section of the garden open for the chooks. But it also gives a framework for the possum to get in through. Before the railway work started, this cherry tree here had all its buds eaten off, and it's recovered from that, but they did the same thing again this year. So it's 2 years without any cherries because of the possums. As you can see, I cut it back quite low. This is just about my eye height here, so it's really 1 arm's length above my head, I guess. What I might be doing is pruning everything back to about eye height, but it's still not going to stop my access problems because they can still get in here. Over in the other corner of the garden there, which you probably saw in the background there, is a crepe myrtle, and they come in down that to get their access to the garden. I don't know what to do. I think pruning everything back to just above head height is going to be it, but I'd rather have a nice high canopy. They don't seem to bother, the possums don't seem to bother the mulberry tree up there, but they do bother everything else. So that's the quick problems with the possum tour of the garden. Here we go, look at this. Bloody animals. And yeah, I'll see what I can do about it and take it from there.